Hello friends, welcome to another fascinating video of Wisdom Zone. This is Shubro, and friends, I'm quite sure you have already guessed it from the thumbnail. Today I'm gonna give you some amazing English idioms and expressions, so you can use all these amazing English idioms and expressions for your English conversation to sound quite proficient and dynamic. So it is my earnest request to all of you, please watch this video till the end and do not skip it at all. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do not wait, immediately subscribe to Wisdom Zone and hit the bell icon to get the first notification. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. 3, 2, 1. So friends, welcome back once again to this captivating session on amazing English idioms and expressions. And as I have already promised, today I'm gonna give you some amazing English idioms and expressions for your everyday English conversation so that you can use them and convey your message clearly and in a very effective manner. So before I go ahead, let me quickly inform all of you that I have provided some more interesting videos on English idioms and expressions in the description. So if you haven't checked those videos yet, please do not forget to check the links given in the description. So without further ado, let's get started with today's 10 amazing English idioms and expressions. So friends, as you see on your screen, the first amazing English idiom I'm gonna discuss is on your screen. That is press or push the panic button. Let me repeat, it is press or push the panic button. So it means to become extremely afraid or anxious about something bad. Maybe that's going to happen or that has happened. So when you become extremely afraid or anxious about any sort of incident or something that has happened or going to happen, so that's called to press the panic button, or you can say push the panic button. So let me show you how to use this amazing English idiom. Employees started pressing the panic button when they came to know about the pay cuts. That means they started panicking, they started becoming anxious, and they started becoming afraid. That's why this idiom is used. Started pressing the panic button when they came to know about the pay cuts. Up next, we are going to turn our attention to the second extremely useful idiom for your everyday English conversation, that is suffer in silence. So let me repeat once again, it's suffer in silence. Suffer in silence is also an amazing English idiom. It means to suffer or be unhappy without disclosing anything. When you go through a kind of a difficult situation and suffer and you do not share it with others, that's called to suffer in silence, and you remain quiet. So let me show you how to use it. Most people who develop mental health issues tend to suffer in silence. I'm quite sure it is quite clear. That means when you develop mental health issues, obviously you tend to suffer in silence and you don't share it. And it is obviously correlated. And if you have this, you have to definitely talk to someone and express yourself and speak about your problems. Up next, we are going to focus on the third amazing English idiom for today, that is name the day. It's a beautiful idiom and it means to announce when you plan to do something important, such as wedding. So that's called to name the day. That means to announce when you plan to do something important, especially wedding. So that's called name the day. Let me show you how to use it. Tony and Erica are going to name the day soon. That means they are going to announce the day when they are going to get married. So that's the meaning of this beautiful idiom over here. So you can simply use it and say that they are going to name the day, or they haven't named the day. That means they haven't announced the date of their marriage. I'm quite sure it's clear. Up next, we are going to focus on the fourth amazing idiom for today, that is on your screen, that is you name it. You name it means anything one could say or think of. Anything that you think or you could say is called you name it. That means it can be anything. So it is used after saying a few things. So then you say that you name it. That means anything one could say or think of. So let me show you how to use it. Please follow this example. I like all kinds of movies: horror, comedy, biopic, science fiction, you name it. That means the list goes on. Anything. So like this way you can use this beautiful idiom, you name it. Up next, we are going to focus on the fifth amazing idiom for today, that is lose your mind. So lose your mind is a very useful one. So let me tell you, it means to become crazy or to start behaving in a strange way. That's called to lose your mind. So as you see, the example is on your screen. Sam spent his entire savings on his last trip. It seems that he has completely lost his mind. That means he spent all his money on his last trip, so it seems that he has gone completely crazy. So that's the way you can use this beautiful idiom, lose your mind. Up next we are going to focus on the sixth one, that is ring a bell. So let me repeat once again, it's ring a bell. Ring a bell means to sound familiar. When something sounds familiar, a name, a particular person's name or name of some place, when it sounds familiar to you, then you say ring a bell. So let me show you how to use this beautiful idiom. Her father's name rang a bell, but I could not recall where I had heard it before. That means it reminded me, her father's name somehow sounded familiar to me. Maybe I heard it somewhere, but I could not recall where I had heard it before, because I exactly could not remember where I heard it before. I'm quite sure it's clear. Up next, we are going to focus on the seventh amazing idiom for today, that is little horror. You may say it's a small expression. Little horror means a young child who misbehaves is called little horror. Let me show you how to use it. My neighbor's child is a real little horror. So I'm quite sure it's clear. That means my neighbor's child is a real little horror means child is known for bad behavior or he misbehaves perhaps. Up next we are going to focus on the eighth amazing idiom for today, that is over the hill. Over the hill means someone who is becoming old and no longer useful. It's called over the hill. So let me show you how to use it. My boss is 65 but he isn't over the hill yet. That means still he is quite fit. Perhaps he maybe is 65 but he isn't over the hill yet. He is not ineffective. He seems quite agile and quite effective. So that's the meaning of it. So you can use it in a negative way also. That means he is not over the hill. Okay, that he isn't over the hill yet. That means he is still effective. It's not that he's no longer useful. I'm quite sure it's clear. Up next we are going to focus on the ninth amazing idiom for today, that is down the line. Let me repeat, it's a beautiful one. Down the line, it means after a period of time. That's called down the line. Let me show you how to use it. We might see more AI based softwares further down the line. That means in the future we might see more and more artificial intelligence based softwares. I'm quite sure you have understood. Up next we are going to focus on the last amazing idiom for today, that is in the red. In the red means to spend and owe more money than one earns. That's called to be in the red. You spend more or owe more to others than what you earn. That's called in the red. So let me show you how to use it. At present his company is in the red as it incurred a huge loss last year. So I'm quite sure it's clear. That means the company is in a state where it has spent a lot. Maybe the company has too many creditors and they owe money from them. So that's why this idiom is used. At present his company is in the red as it incurred a huge loss last year. So friends, I hope you understood today. I gave you some amazing English idioms and expressions. I have given 10 amazing English idioms and expressions for your spoken English, and they are quite effective for your English conversation, and you can incorporate them in any IELTS speaking test or IELTS writing test also to convey your message in a better manner. So please go through the examples and try to practice, and if you get time, make sentences and comment below. And friends, I'm quite sure you have also liked this video like my other videos. So it is my earnest request to all of you, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do not wait. Immediately subscribe to Wisdom Zone and hit the bell icon to get the first notification of this type of informative video. So stay tuned for further informative videos friends, and do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to Wisdom Zone.